Hello and thank you for joining me today. So to give a bit of context to this video to see if it's what you are after today, it's just a little plan with me, but in a bullet journal. So whether you're doing your own planning right now and just want some company alongside, or you're curious, or you just kind of want to watch it anyway, then stick around. So yes, I do have various planners, but today I will be doing my bullet journal. So I guess what I'll do is I'll give a little flick through for what I've done so far, and then we'll just kind of pick up where I left off. So this is my sloth related bullet journal. Is it helpful if I say where I got things from, in case you like them? I will. And for those interested, down in the description I will include any kind of affiliate codes that I have for if I mention anything that you do like the look of today and want to have a little look for yourself and fancy a little discount. But yes, let's get to it. So this sloth bullet journal is from one of the Rowan trees. I think it's a scribble and dot one. I like it very much. So, and this sticker is from Papio Press, I don't know how to say it. This is really going to test my memory actually, looking back on everything. I think these stickers are Colour Cafe. And this is Sherbet Lane. This is Miso Paper. Okay, this could be really long and boring if I do it with everything. So I'm not going to anymore. But you know, it was a nice thought whilst it lasted. So I don't, oh God, look at that. What have I done that for? Why did I keep doing it after it happened? Wow, okay. I hate this. I'm looking at redoing this page because I just hate whatever this is right now. But then we get into the bit like, I'm going to get this everywhere, aren't I? Anyone who previously saw my video where I attempted to cut out a page will see the damage here. It's very sad, but we're working with it because we're not being a perfectionist. So on this side, I originally stuck in the self-love club sticker, and I wanted to put in a load of like reminders of self-care related things, but then I decided to just stick in a load of stickers of things that I enjoy. And I still got some space here. So yeah, still got some space to fill for my self-love club. I've got some goals here that's still yet to fill. Perhaps rather than me going through and naming every little thing, if you just see something you like, feel free to ask about it. Still got these to fit in. We've got this setup. This is the thing that damaged the pages when I tried to cut it. This is going to be continued space for little book reviews. A little book reward at the end. And then we've got movies watched. I need to add to this actually. I watched Wonka today and I actually really liked it. So let's add that in. Wonka. So on the left hand side, I'm obviously going to put in all the films I've watched, and I was thinking at the end of each month, any that stand out, I'm going to be popping them in here for my battle of the movies for the year. Yeah, no, I don't know if anyone else has seen Wonka, but I surprisingly enjoyed it way more than I thought I was going to. This is what's on the telly. Currently rewatching something called Love on Netflix. This will be for little TV reviews. Kind of thinking of just sporadically kind of putting them around the page, but we'll see. My game tracker. I plan to track the stationery and the sub boxes that I buy, which I do already have a few in January, which I do need to start tracking. And I guess this will be the first one for me to put on here. Spare YouTube page. What do I mean by that? Oh, I probably, yeah, because that's going to need a lot more space, right? So yeah, that'll be more space for that. I didn't love this, but I just kind of wanted to, it's one of those things I knew if I never just got out of the way, I'd never do it. But that's just kind of, I'm not on social media for the numbers really. I've never really done any kind of social media tracking, but I thought, why not? Yeah, I don't know, could be fun. And then we have the washi tape to take us into my monthlies and whatnot. So I will tell you where this is from. This is Thumbelina print. I love it. So this is my January spread. And then I've done, so what I've decided to do is kind of do a week, well, I need to change the order of this really, because what I've actually decided to do, the way I think this will work best for me is, I'm thinking of, every morning I want to try and avoid screens, so I just kind of want to get up, and I wake up with like a million thoughts in my head, so I kind of want to get up, grab this, dump it all out, even if it's just total nonsense, and then use that and then like some morning brain space to kind of go, actually, what is it I need to do today? What is on my list? So I'm hoping to kind of brain dump and then useful tracking. We'll see how that goes. Tasks, sorry, we'll see how that goes. But yes, this is the task page. And I guess in theory that means that it makes sense for the brain dump to come first. So I might switch that around, but this is my brain dump space. Yeah. The 1st of January, it should be the day where these things get started, but there we go. So yes, that is where I have got up to. So I have done 1 week. So I think what probably would make more sense, as I say, I don't know if it will confuse me too much now. I'm wondering whether to just stick to this for January or I might do my brain dump first. Okay, even though it'll be wildly inconsistent order-wise, I've decided to do the entire months of brain dump together, so I'm going to have to get rid of the week 1, or put to 4, we'll see. And then follow it with the rest of these. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Right, so what do I need to continue this pattern? So I need this. I've got my days of the week here and my little, there we go, these mini sticky notes and washi. So yeah, let's carry this on. So let's do it. I'm kind of, yeah, so as I film this, we are in January officially, and I've not quite started to stick with everything as much as I'd like to, but I'm also still off at the moment, so I'm kind of putting it down to kind of still being in that mode of being off and chilling. Plus, I kind of always knew that New Year's Day would be a write-off. But I am feeling good for having set everything up, which is good. And I can already feel that I've kind of let go of getting everything perfectly. I'm kind of enjoying the process more than... I'm not a perfectionist anyway, but I can totally see how you might get kind of wrapped into that once you've bought yourself so many kind of pretty things and want to use them right. I know that I've always been a bit of kind of a hoarder around my stickers and stuff until this last year, because I think I just kind of enjoyed having them. They always say, don't they, especially if you're, I think like the neurodiverse joke is that you have two hobbies. The one thing's collecting the thing and then the other is actually using it. I would say that definitely feels true for me around stickers and that kind of thing. Oh, it's definitely not straight. There we go. That'll do. So it's nice to actually have given myself permission to use things more over this past, I'd say, couple of years. Right. I think it was this one I was using. Definitely not used to just talking to myself during doing this. So I'm hoping the more I do these things, the more I'll get used to that. It's quite new for me to be doing plan with me, as I usually do unboxings, hence Yolly Open stuff. But it's about time I actually use the stuff, isn't it? Set these down. It's funny how a new year can kind of, yeah, just that mentality over a new year. I definitely feel myself getting sucked into it. I was super convinced that on New Year's Day I'd wake up feeling like a brand new motivated person, and then was sad when I was like, no, I feel the same, because actually nothing has happened other than the passing of time, which always happens. So instead of kind of expecting myself to pretend I'm going to change my life and do all these new things, instead of having like full New Year's resolutions, I just kind of want to improve on the way I look after my mind and body. And I don't mean in the kind of, you know, lose weight or get fit way. I just kind of mean like try and not feel, I don't know, as rubbish in your body. Like get it moving, go for a walk, like in that healthy way, not in that kind of lose the pounds way. And just, yeah, changing the way I do certain things. So for example, I really want to change my relationship with screens, kind of before and after bed. I know that's something that we're all told we should do, but I don't. I definitely just look at my phone until, well, I'll look at it until I'm ready to read, to be fair, normally. But then I definitely, first thing I do in the morning when waking up is look at my phone. And then that can then lead to lying there for like half an hour sometimes. So my hope is if I could just completely stop having it even next to the bedside table, and instead maybe even have a physical alarm clock. What a wild idea. And then kind of force myself up, and the first thing I look at instead is my planner for the brain dump. So I'm going to try and not let myself look at my phone until brain dump has happened. Right, 7. Oh, is that the right pen? No. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Next. So this will be different, won't it? So this will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yes. But then it will carry on again. Yeah, I got this. The only problem with bullet journaling, I kind of confuse myself quite a lot. I properly love this washi tape. I'll tell you where this is from. This is from the Thumbelina print advent calendar. And that whole advent calendar was beaut. I loved it. Okay. I'm wondering if other people have kind of do the whole New Year's resolution thing, or whether they're a bit more like me and accepting that it doesn't happen. Well, I guess it sometimes does happen, doesn't it? That's being very pessimistic. But yeah, I'd be curious to know. About here. So it was quite a risky move for me to come back to a bullet journal. I think the longest I've stuck to a bullet journal has been 4 months, maybe. But I've also never been as into planning and planner stuff as I have this past year. So I'm hoping my newfound love for it will change that. Plus, again, as mentioned before, since I stopped being kind of a hoarder of these things and instead started to use them, funny how much easier it is to keep up with these things when you have pretty things to use in them. I used to kind of attempt to draw everything out and it would take a really boring amount of time and then obviously I would get bored of it. So actually doing it like this is a lot more fun and more likely to stick to it. Ooh, got a separate one there. There we go. I'd be interested to know how other people motivate themselves to stick to their bullet journal. Whether they find it easy or whether it kind of gets to the point where they're like, oh crap, I've got to go back and do that. So planning, you've got it all kind of figured out for you, haven't you? Yeah. in. So the main reason I went for sticking these little post-it notes in was because when I just tried to stick this straight on there, you could barely see it. So I thought this kind of made it stand out a little more. So Thursday, Friday, what I do like very much about bullet journaling is the flexibility to change your mind on things. Like I've actually done with this brain dump space, right? I was going to create, I think it's as long as you kind of, again, I think it requires not really being a perfectionist. As long as you are comfortable with kind of the inconsistency in terms of flicking through and it not all being this perfect order, then it's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, that one's not really sticking in. Why aren't you sticking in? Oh, you haven't got your stick on. Let's get some stick on you. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Oh, I feel like my hands are too cold to get these off properly. There we go. Monday, Tuesday. There we go. Right, what do we get up to? 11, 12. Oh no, wasn't very neat, was it? 13, 14, 15, and 16. There we go. Half the month down, half to go. I think what I'll do is finish the week and then pause there. I feel like it's very important to kind of try and check in with yourself whether you're actually in the mood to continue doing these things. Because I've found that in the past, when I've kind of forced myself through just to get it done, it's when it started to feel a bit more like a chore. Whereas whilst I'm off, I'm kind of enjoying chipping away at it a bit at a time. So I guess I'm kind of hoping if I do that each month, that'll allow more consistency than if I pick a day to be like, right, I have to finish this all today, I have to set this all up today. Then it'll feel a bit chore-like. So I'm going to let myself finish this page and then I think I'm done. Then I have to get the house ready for a friend who is visiting, which is very exciting. I haven't seen her for a long time. She's travelling up the country to see me, so that'll be very nice. I think we actually have a craft day booked in. So I am lucky enough to have friends that want to sit and do crafty things with me. So I'll definitely be getting up to more of it then. Okay, I feel like I'm edging higher up each time. I definitely am. Whoops. Not as much brain dump space these days, I guess. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So at least it's bigger on the weekend day. But whoopsie. Right. Have I skipped a day here? No. It's just a very relaxing thing to do. So it's really, I'm finding it quite difficult chatting along whilst doing it. Wednesday, Thursday. Perhaps I'll also upload some in the future that still kind of does, hold on, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So a bit of a plan along, but maybe with just some music instead. I guess it depends whether people enjoy the nattering. I feel like I'd get sick of hearing myself. So. Yeah, I'll try that both, perhaps. And here we go. Wednesday. Come on, come on. There you go. Thursday. Something I found that this really helps with as well is slowing down, which is really important to me because I find it really hard to be present and kind of want to get a million things done at once, and kind of I could build up my task list quite easily. There's something about doing this in such kind of a slow-paced way that really helps slow my mind down as well, which is nice. There we go. So 16. I hope I'm suddenly doubting myself that I'm doing this right. Let's find January in here. So what am I saying? I'm saying that Tuesday is the 16th. Okay, it is. We're fine. Wednesday 17th. Cool. I just had one of those moments where I was like, I'm going to finish this and it's all going to be wrong. I should definitely do it alongside an actual calendar in future. 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm going to stop because my hands are freezing, but you get the idea. My thinking is to complete the brain dump like so, and then kind of continue the rest of the weeks where I get the tasks out onto paper like that, and kind of do that for each month really. So we'll see how that goes. The important thing about bullet journals is you do them in the way that works for you, right? So that is the goal. Fingers crossed I'm doing it in the way that works for me. But yes, I'm going to pause there for today. But thank you so much for joining me. And I hope that you managed to plan along, or at least get inspired to go and look at your planner stuff. But that is it from me today. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a fab day wherever you are. Goodbye.